So what did you think of the game yesterday? What did you think of Michigan's win over Alabama when this game was unfolding? Charles, walk me through your emotions watching that.
Yeah, it was a lot going on, man. I feel like, overall, I feel like for us, there was a lot of missed opportunities. This was a close game, a tight game, but I felt like we could have actually dominated the way we started the game. We had, muff punts. On a field goal, the ball doesn't get off the ground; it slides past the kicker. Some missed third down opportunities, were throws that, I thought JJ had to make and maybe it was behind the receiver. But I thought we were physical. Our defensive line started out incredible, getting sacks. I thought there was one hit on the kickoff team, man, where we ran down the field, man, and we just almost knocked the life out of Alabama the way that those guys were hitting. And then, at the end of the game, towards the end, you had, we got to come back. We got to make plays to win the game. And me and you talked about this, talked about Roman Wilson and the block in the back that he had. And it's like, oh my God, like it was clearly a block in the back. It's like, what are you doing? And then the catch, I'm going to call it the catch. We're standing on the sideline, me and my son, and we're watching this ball in the air come out of McCarthy's hands, and it's sailing. And we both, me and my son, said, "Oh no, that was the game." And here comes Roman Wilson out of nowhere, man, and he snags this thing out of the air, catches it, comes down, and then makes some moves and almost gets into the end zone. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, we're gonna score now that we're here. And then it's just a matter of tying this game up. And then the end of the game is, hold on, we got another muff punt. I'm like, oh my God.
I know, right?
Oh my God! I'm like, this thing almost ends on a safety, right? Like, so this game there were so many ups and downs. I have so many emotions, man. But to watch this defense at the end of the game have to get a stop. They put the ball in their main guy's hands, and again, the defensive line just playing physical, got penetration. The quarterback had nowhere to go. And that thing is over. And, man, what a game.
Well,
that was special.
Yeah, Mason Graham, number 55, he was a beast inside and was making plays. And, obviously Saban said that it was a designed run for Milroe. He did have an opportunity to maybe throw it to his left, but the snap was low, and then that was all she wrote. Mason Graham was named the defensive player of the game, but I guess you can't name a cornerback a defensive player in the game when there's only two balls thrown in his direction, and that matches the uniform number that Will Johnson wears, which is your uniform number, Charles. And I think this kid, front and back end play together. This kid's going to have his hands full against Washington. That is for sure. And I'm wondering what you think about that matchup and what the kid who wears your number, what you think of him. Too, Charles.
Yeah, well, he won't have another game where there's not many passes thrown, all over the field. What Penix has done this year as a whole, what his team has done, those offensive weapons he has, the receivers, there's been, everybody knows, about what they have offensively. And so our guys will have to dig in, man. One thing that's going to be important for them is Penix is very good, very aware in the pocket. He extends plays. So we're going to have to cover. It's going to be one of those things where the way our defensive line played in this past game, you're going to have to do it again, get him off the spot, but they got to get him down because if not, these guys, man, they are special. I saw one catch over the middle, Adunze, I believe it was, in last night's game where somebody's draped all over him and he pulls that ball in. It's like, that's special right there. Man, a game like that in game when guys make catches like that, it's funny because those guys go to the combine and we'll figure out if they can run the ball run down the line and catch a ball on both sides. It's like, look, man, the guy does this in games. I don't need to know if he's good or not. He goes to the combine.
Yeah, he ran the gauntlet against Texas. We saw it. You know,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So we'll have our hands full with those guys, but I know the coach, Steve Clinkscale, the DB coach, man, he'll have those guys ready to play and locked in. And again, it's about, to me, that defensive line and the rotation, that we have on that line with Mason and Jenkins and those guys, man, they'll be up for the task.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.